Today on Rappler. President Marcos lifts the controversial price cap on rice. 3 Filipino fishermen die after a foreign vessel rams a fishing boat in the West Philippine Sea. Drag queen Pura Luka Vega is arrested. A Navotas court orders the arrest of 6 policemen involved in the killing of Jemboy Baltazar. The U.S. House of Representatives ousts Speaker Kevin McCarthy. A year after his murder, calls for justice for slain broadcaster Percy Lapid still resonate. And BTS's Jungkook is set to release his debut solo album Golden in November. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. announces the removal of price ceilings on rice nearly a month after its implementation. This comes a day after the Agriculture and the Trade and Industry departments presented to Marcos favorable indicators to lift the price cap. On September 5, Marcos ordered the implementation of the price cap in an attempt to stop hoarders and smugglers from manipulating rice market prices to as high as 60 pesos per kilo. This forced retailers to sell rice at around 41 to 45 pesos per kilo depending on the type. Meantime, Marcos says he is, quote, not surprised by the results of the recent Pulse Asia survey revealing his dwindling public approval.
Bigas ito ibang usapan pag bigas. Hindi mo masisi ang tao. Talagang naghihirap sila
Marcos's approval score slid by 15 percentage points, resulting in a 65% rating in September compared to 80% in June. 3 Filipino fisherfolk die after a commercial vessel rammed a Filipino fishing boat passing through the waters off Bajo de Masinloc in the West Philippine Sea. The Philippine Coast Guard identifies the commercial vessel as crude tanker Pacific Anna registered under the flag of the Marshall Islands. The incident happened at 4:30 a.m. on Monday, October 2, and the PCG received the report the next day, after the surviving crew members of the fishing boat, along with the remains of their dead companions, arrived in Infanta, Pangasinan. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. says the Philippines would, quote, exert every effort to hold accountable those who are responsible, while senators condemn the incident, saying the Senate will not rest until they get to the bottom of this incident. Meantime, House Speaker Martin Romualdez calls for patience and understanding as investigations into the incident begin. Controversial drag artist Pura Luka Vega is arrested on Wednesday, October 4, for allegedly not showing up for the preliminary investigation of a criminal case in Manila. Drag Den Philippines showrunner Rod Singh says Pura is now in police custody. Pura Luka Vega, whose legal name is Amadeus Fernando Pahente, was sued by a group of Christian leaders on July 31. Pura responds to the pronouns they/them. The group claims the drag artist violated Article 201 of the revised Penal Code. Singh maintains Pura's camp had still not received any subpoena for any preliminary investigation in Manila prior to Pura's arrest. Pura will remain in police custody overnight but will be able to post bail on Thursday, October 5 for 72,000 pesos. A Navotas court has ordered the arrest of 6 policemen tagged in the killing of 17-year-old Jemboy Baltazar back in August. The court finds probable cause to issue the warrant and explains this was determined after evaluating the resolution of the Navotas city prosecutors. The RTC also mentions other supporting evidence like the joint sworn statement of police captains who supervised the tagged police officers. Last month, the National Capital Region Police Office also approved the dismissal from service of the 6 law enforcers. On August 2, Navotas policemen killed Jemboy while he and his friend were cleaning their fishing boat in a river near their home in Barangay NBBS, Kaunlaran. Forensic pathologist Dr. Raquel Fortun said Jemboy died due to brain injury caused by a gunshot, with drowning as a contributing factor. The U.S. House of Representatives ousts Republican Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The historic 216 to 210 vote marks the first time the House removed its leader. 8 Republicans, along with 208 Democrats, voted to remove McCarthy. This as party infighting plunges Congress into further chaos, just days after it narrowly averted a government shutdown. The House will be leaderless for at least a week as Republicans plan to meet to discuss possible successors to McCarthy. A vote on a new speaker is planned for October 11. McCarthy's ouster as Speaker brings legislative activity in the House to a halt, with another government shutdown deadline looming on November 17 if Congress does not extend funding. McCarthy tells reporters he would not make another run for Speaker. Various groups, including current and former officials, demand justice for the murder of broadcaster Percy Lapid. Opposition Senator Risa Ontiveros says in a forum that the culprits must be held accountable. On October 3, 2022, Lapid, a staunch critic of former President Rodrigo Duterte and incumbent President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., was shot dead in Las Piñas City. Later on, the alleged gunman, Joel Escorial, surrendered and implicated various individuals, including persons deprived of liberty. Former Bureau of Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag was tagged in the killing as an alleged mastermind, but despite a pending charge and warrant against him, he and his co-accused former Bucor official Ricardo Zulueta have yet to be arrested by authorities. Save the date, armies! Jungkook of K-pop powerhouse BTS is releasing his solo debut album Golden on November 3. In a statement, Big Hit Music says Golden is, quote, an album inspired by the golden moments of Jungkook. The album will feature 11 tracks, including his previously released singles 7 and 3D. The agency also teases fans that Jungkook will participate in special stage performances and make various appearances to promote Golden. Jungkook is the latest BTS member to release a solo album in recent months, following Jimin's Face in March, Suga's D-Day in April, and V's Layover in September. Big Hit Music also recently announced all 7 members of BTS renewed their contracts with the agency. And that's today's wrap. I'm Ninel Yu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.